Hi, everyone, and welcome to Leaf Rants. The Toronto Maple Leafs win 7-4 against the Nashville Predators in a game where they mostly dominated. This game could have went very wrong about 5 minutes into the second period, but it's okay because the Leafs came out with a win tonight, and they are 2-2-0 on the season so far. Going into this game, it's a second half of a back-to-back at home. So Primo gets the start. First game as a Toronto Maple Leaf. He played as good as a solid backup. You can't complain about that. Easton Cowan still on the first line. Love to see that. And Easton Cowan has brought nothing but good vibes and good play to this team. I really like him on the first line. And then Robertson, Domi, McMahon is somehow still a line going into this game. Now, after last game, I thought that they were going to take this line, crumple it up into a little ball, and throw it away. Not recycle it, throw it away. And what did they do? They ended a period with this line for some weird, strange reason. I don't know why, but they did. So anyways, let's break down the game. First period. Good opening shift chance by John Tavares. That line was amazing tonight, and it's good. William Nylander had a couple of talks with Craig Berube. Berube called him out in the media. When your head coach calls you out in the media, that is how you know that you got to take a step up. It's one thing for Craig Berube to go, hey, Willie, we need you to play a little better. But for him to come out to the media, say he needs to be faster, he needs to shoot more, that's exactly what he did tonight. William Nylander, in the first 3 games, was not the same as he was tonight. Same with John Tavares. Austin Matthews, I thought, has been pretty solid this season, and he's looked even better next to Easton Cowan. Then McCabe, through traffic, opens the scoring, and it's 1-0. A defenseman getting a goal in Toronto in this economy. That is rare to see. And then a couple minutes later, Philip Forsberg, I thought it was very funny. He tries to go for the Michigan, and the Leafs just absolutely shut that down and go the other way. And then there's this little passing play. Simone Benoit gets it to William Nylander, who passes it to OEL, who sees a wide open Michelli in front of the net, passes it to him, and it goes off of a defender's stick. The pass was so nice. Nashville just thought they should score on themselves for that. 2-0 Toronto, 2 defensemen score. Guess that's what happens when you shoot the puck on the net. Let's keep her going. Matthew Knies blocks a shot, and he took some time to shake it off. He looked a little... I was scared about that. Leafs take a penalty. Nick Waugh for hooking. Very important penalty killer. Matthew Knies right out there with Austin Matthews. Great to see. They kill it off. Then at the end of the first, Craig Berube decides to put out that Robertson, Domi, McMahon line to end the period. Now, that line has a very good offensive output, but defensively to end a period, that's who you want out there? No. That is not who you should ever be putting out there. Very interesting choice from that. But the Leafs exit the first period up 1-0. Or 2-0. Sorry. On to the second. Early in the period, Primo was tested early a couple times. A couple good stops by him. Going the other way, Bobby McMahon rings it off the post. And then in the defensive zone, Shea fires it. Goes off of McCarron. And it sneaks past Primo somehow. Sneaky little shot, traffic in front, deflection goes in, whatever. It's 2-1. Shake it off, go out there, play better. Nope, almost immediately, Nashville forechecks hard, which leads to a goal from Holla. Berube takes the timeout immediately because they fire 2 quick goals and tie it up. So it's 2-2 now. And this is where I'm like, things could go very, very bad for the Toronto Maple Leafs right here. They hold on. Right after the timeout, Matthew Knies gets a hooking call. I don't know how they missed a penalty on Matthew Knies moments before that. Then they call that on Knies. Knies was arguing it. Whatever, they go to the box. Yet again, they kill it off. Then John Tavares, off a rebound in front of the net, off a beautiful, beautiful passing sequence by OEL, Nylander, and Michelli, going all the way up the ice, find a rebound. Tavares standing in front of the net where he loves to be, taps it in, and it's 3-2, baby. Then, a couple moments later, Bobby McMahon The McMahon Bobby McMahon goes short side to make it 4-2. Now that line, Nick Robertson was making a couple beautiful passes tonight. Bobby McMahon just couldn't finish on them, but Bobby McMahon has looked amazing. I didn't like him on the second line. Love him a lot more on that third line. We'll see what happens. Rants can come back next game. We'll see what happens when Scott Laughton comes back. But I've been loving that line in the offensive zone. In the defensive zone, I don't like them so much. If they can outscore their problems, that line could be very good. But we had that line last year, and that line proved that they cannot outscore their problems. So this year, I don't know if that's the move. Going back to that line again. It worked out tonight. They won 7-4, but going forward when you're playing, that's not a line that can last in April. In February, March, April, that line cannot be a thing. After the trade deadline, that line can never be a thing again. I don't think Robertson will be on this team. I think Cowan's outworked him, but that's a completely different conversation. 4-2 after the second. Let's go on to the third. 15 seconds in, Michelli makes a beautiful pass. It's his birthday, by the way. Leafs didn't post about it. I found out watching the broadcast. I had no idea. It's his birthday today. He's 25, I'm pretty sure. Michelli makes a beautiful pass to Willie in the slot. It gets stopped, but it's okay. Willie has the rebound, and he just can't tuck it home. 2 shots for Willie there. Then Cowan gets in the defensive zone. Easton Cowan gets hammered by Westblatt. Never heard of you before. Into the post beside Primo, and the Leafs get a power play. That was a sneaky, dirty play, and it causes a little scuffle. Tanev went and had a couple words with him. Man, you got to drop the gloves there. When a rookie player who is playing on your top line now and has played exceptionally well, when he gets hit like that in a dirty play that could have caused an injury to him, you got to fight there. You got to fight. You have no choice. Literally no choice. Should have dropped the gloves right there. But they don't. Leafs get the power play, and nothing came out of it. Power play still buns. Can't get an entry or anything set up in the zone other than Nick Robertson had a post shot. Beautiful shot right off the post. He has a hell of a shot on him. That's why it's so hard to give up on Nick Robertson, because he has such a good shot. He was making a couple nice passes today, but I think Easton Cowan's just outworked him. Sad to say. Well, not really, because Easton Cowan's a really good player, and I'm excited to have him, but sad because I feel like if Robertson goes to another team, he's at least a 25 goal-scoring player. Like he is. He just doesn't work on this team. Then William Nylander, who I've been giving a lot of criticism to the past couple games for doing nothing, honestly. Do you remember any good William Nylander plays from the first 3 games? Other than maybe his goal from the first game. Do you remember anything from the past 2 games about William Nylander? No, I guarantee you don't. That's a problem. Tonight, he makes a disgusting move while on his knees to tap it around the defender, walk in, makes a little dangle. Nothing comes out of it, but just that was filthy grossness by Willie. Loved every second of that. Seconds later, Easton Cowan off the bench passes it to Poppy, who passes it up to Nyes on a 2-on-1, who I don't remember who Nashville's goalie was in tonight. I don't remember if they swapped the goalie there or not. They didn't. It was just Annunen the whole night. So Annunen, he completely bites over on the Matthew Nyes, because how could you not expect him to shoot it? Nyes gets it back to Poppy, who taps it in. Oh, 5-2. Austin Matthews' first goal of the season on an NHL goalie comes in Game 4 off a beautiful passing play. Now, the team all night just had beautiful passing plays. Tonight, and honestly last night, I thought they were really good with that too. Love to see that with the Leafs. Absolutely love to see it. Then the Leafs would go back to the power play. Oh, that was Easton Cowan's first NHL point, by the way. First ever NHL point came on an assist on an Austin Matthews goal. What a beautiful way to get it. Dale grabs the puck for him. That's something you're going to want to save. Then the Leafs go back to the power play. Matthew Nyes with a beautiful feed to Riley, who somehow, go back and watch that goal. He somehow misses the empty net. I don't understand it. I don't get how it happened, but he does. It should have been 6-2 right there. But instead, Roman Josi makes it 5-3. They pull the goalie, and Poppy double dips on the empty net goal. Nyes gets it to Tavares, who flicks it up to Matthews, who catches it, puts it down, taps it in. 5-3. Or 6-3. And then it's 6-4. A screenshot that beats Primo with just over a minute left. Was I worried? Not exactly. I thought the Leafs outplayed them completely tonight, and I didn't think there was anything to worry about. And then Willie gets an empty net goal that makes it 7-4, and that's game. That's game. Leafs win. So what are my takeaways from tonight? Well, the Stars absolutely shine tonight. Matthews, 21 minutes, 31 seconds, 2 goals, +3. Nyes, 18 minutes, 55 seconds, 3 assists, 3 points, +2. William Nylander, 1 goal, 2 assists, +3, 18:51. Tavares, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, +2, 16:37. Bobby McMahon, who was also gross tonight, is not part of the core, big guys, but he played amazing. Easton Cowan, just a little bit less ice time than him. Max Domi, no points tonight. He was one of the 4 forwards without a point. Only 4 forwards did not have a point. Those forwards are Max Domi, Calle Yarncroke, Nick Waugh, and Michelli. But now Michelli was really good. I have no complaints there. Nick Waugh was really good. Nick Waugh was a -2 tonight. Joshua -1. Yarncroke -2. I guess that line wasn't very good. But I don't know. I thought they played fine. Nick Waugh's been very good. And then Max Domi, who is Michelli just a better Max Domi? Like Michelli, I really like him. Michelli has he's a player. He has excellent passing, excellent vision. I really like him. Is he a better Max Domi? When the trade deadline comes, I know Domi has protection, but is there a spot for Max Domi on this team anymore? You get Scott Laughton back, you get Steven Lorentz back. Who do you take out of the lineup? Robertson comes out. Yarncroke, who has 3 goals in 4 games? I don't think so. That line's looked really good. Do you take out Cowan? Well, no. He's made the first line look even better. That's the only person that's had any chemistry going with it. I guess you could put Michelli or Domi back up there. Take Cowan out, but why not just leave Cowan up there? I don't know. Well, that's a story for another time. So let's just keep talking about this. The Leafs' goal differential halfway through the second, or after the second, was in the first period, +3. In the second period, -3. And in the third period, +1. I don't know what it was after the game now. Or let's see. In the third period, they're now +2. There we go. So in the first period, +3. Second period, -3. Third period, +2. In 4 games this season. I still think that second line needs a forechecking left winger. But I've really liked Michelli up there. Like the way he's been playing across Nylander. They have some really good chemistry going, making some real nice give and go plays. So I don't mind it for now, but I think definitely when the playoffs come, that's an upgrade you want, right? Cowan, he's outworked Robertson, and I just don't see a spot for him on the team when Lorentz is back. I can't justify scratching Steven Lorentz over Nick Robertson because that line's just so bad defensively. I can't justify it. Primo played like a solid backup tonight. He was good. He came in. He did what he had to do. Couple unfortunate goals there at the end of the third. But whatever. Really just the last one that really mattered. Nashville had 30 shots. He let 4 in. Whatever. He's a backup goalie. The D have been shooting a lot more, and I've been liking that. I forget. Let me see if I can pull up the stat here. I can't, but it was like Leafs this season or last season were the bottom team for how many goals with the defender. Right now, they're one of the top teams in the league, which I know it's early. It's 4 games in, but that's a good sign to see. That's a lot of goals that you were missing last year, especially with Austin Matthews not scoring 69. That's a lot of goals you were missing that you can make up for now with a healthy Austin Matthews and a D-core that shoots a lot more. That's what you need. Only the 4 forwards without a point. So that's it. The Leafs, Austin Matthews is now 16 goals away from tying Matt Sundin for the most goals in Leafs history. Matthews has 404. Sundin had 420. That's insane. That is insane. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please click if you really liked it. Click and subscribe. Always makes me feel pretty good. Leafs play again on Thursday against the New York Rangers at 7. So I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you on Thursday.